So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are approaching the election season, as we get closer and closer to the election, we see something that have been revealed about the People's National Party and how ruthless they are, ladies and gentlemen. They will do any and everything to win. Even go as far as spreading lies and propaganda in the media. And anybody who does not support their lies and propaganda are being blacklisted, as we see in the case of Nationwide. Nationwide FM, Nationwide News Network, ladies and gentlemen, is media. Not hypocritical, not being biased, and they have been blacklisted by the People's National Party because they cannot use Nationwide FM, Nationwide News Network, to spread their lies and propaganda. Now I hear people saying that Jamaica need a change. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how can we need a change from a government that is steering us into a first world country? I have seen some of the latest plans of the Jamaica Labour Party. Plans, ladies and gentlemen, to be implemented in short order. I've seen them. They built an urban center in St. Thomas to provide jobs in St. Thomas. They built the roads in St. Thomas. I mean, before the Jamaica Labour Party built roads up there in St. Thomas, the condition of the roads were very, very bad. It takes hours to get into Kingston due to the condition of the road under the People's National Party's leadership. Now the Jamaica Labour Party go up there and they build a good road and give to the people of St. Thomas, road that they don't even have to pay $1 to travel on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have also seen that the Jamaica Labour Party is about to build urban centers in other parishes that were labeled the Forgotten Parish. I see them building one in Portland, and they are about to build one also in another parish. I rather support the government, ladies and gentlemen, that is building up this country than the government that is coming now with their 3-card promises. And ladies and gentlemen, they are so bent on bringing down the government that they are trying to use the media to spread lies and propaganda. They are so ruthless to the point where they are blacklisting. They are blacklisting a news network. They are blacklisting a news network, saying if they are going to participate in the national debate, they are going to boycott it. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember when Peter Phillips was campaigning about Andrew's house and all of that, they didn't want to debate. They boycotted the debates, ladies and gentlemen. And did it help them to win the election? No, it didn't. Now, ladies and gentlemen, blacklisting a news network from participating in the debate, and to say that if anybody who is a part of that news network is going to be involved in the debate, you are not going to have the debate, is clearly saying that you have something to hide. So because you can't use that particular news network to spread your lies and your propaganda, you are going to blacklist them. This is how low the People's National Party has become. And this is a party that we cannot afford to lead the country. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they even pledge that they're going to scale back on some of the things that the Jamaica Labour Party is doing so that they can implement their ideas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows that when the ruling party is in power, any foundation that they lay, the other political party, if they ascend to the office of government, they should either build on that foundation, then add their ideas to that foundation to make it better. Instead, ladies and gentlemen, they want to scale back. They want to dismantle. They want to make redundant the things that the Jamaica Labour Party have been using to grow the country. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hear some people say, the people want a change. How many people of Jamaica are you here screaming to change the government? Only the PNP loyalists are screaming for a change in the government. If the government is building our roads, they're refurbishing the police station, the fire station, if they have introduced a rural school bus system, and if they are sending the urban transit company buses all across Jamaica so that Jamaicans even in rural parishes can enjoy the benefit of cheaper bus fares through the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, if they are doing it, then, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this JLP administration is for the people. I hear some people saying that the People's National Party is more for the people. I beg to disagree based on the factors that, ladies and gentlemen, they want to bring more taxes on us. They want to discontinue the policies of the Jamaica Labour Party, the policies that they use to grow the economy. They are promising teachers a hefty wage increase. And you know what's going to happen following the hefty wage increase, ladies and gentlemen? A wage freeze. Do you remember that under the previous PNP administration, the public sector workers went under years of wage freeze? That's what's going to happen if they give the teachers what they are proposing that they would give the teacher. It's not like the government don't want the teachers to get the best pay, but the economy cannot afford, the country cannot afford the type of pay that the teacher would really deserve at this time. Patience does it, ladies and gentlemen. So what? The government is offering the teachers something, ladies and gentlemen, in the interim. When the economy gets better, then they can offer something more. But what you see happening is that people believe that the government have some money hide up somewhere. So because they believe the government have some money hide up somewhere, they believe that the government can afford to pay the teachers a certain amount of money. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that the government want to keep the teachers. The government want to keep the teachers. So I don't believe that they would deliberately want to pay the teachers little or nothing. That would discourage them from staying here in Jamaica in the teaching profession. I do believe that they would want to pay the teacher the best so that they can stay in the system instead of migrating overseas for better job opportunities in the said profession, better offer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am saying, on election day, Choose the government that is really for the people, not for the one that want to scrape from the people and line their pockets.